What's going on, Colts Nation? Welcome back to another Bring the Juice Colts podcast live stream. Guys, we are finally here. Today's the day we are going to be talking about our favorite Colts players and who we would put on the greatest 53-man roster in Colts history. Hope you all are doing well. Cody, how are you doing today, my friend?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm excited for this. This has been a long time coming and very excited to give our list and hear from the chat and just have a good time hanging out together tonight.
Yep,
So,
absolutely. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot, and I'll be honest, guys, we'll start this off before we even get started with the list. A lot of interesting stuff has been happening with the channel over the last few days, really. Won't get into it really too much about what is going on. You guys will find out in the meantime. But nevertheless, we will be giving you guys some more content to follow. So make sure you guys definitely do that. Make sure to like the stream, guys. Helps it get out to more and more people. We greatly appreciate that. And then also, guys, for this, not only will we be making our own poll, our own list, but you guys will also get the chance to do that as well. So if you guys want to be able to help us out, what basically we're going to do, and I will share my screen here just to allow people to see what I'm talking about. So over here, we have our top list. We have a certain number of players for each position that we're going to unlock. And so what you guys can do is in the chat, you can tell me what you guys want to have as your number 1, 2, and 3 option for each position. Okay, so we're going to go with our guys, and you guys can also tell me what you guys think we should do. And I will also have some polls in the chat as well, in case you guys need some help with knowing which person we're looking to go at. So there is a poll actually right now in the chat, and I would encourage you guys to be able to talk about the first poll, which is who is QB number 2 for you guys? Because I think ultimately we all know, okay, we all know that Peyton Manning has to be the number 1 quarterback in Colts history. And this is not just Indy. This is from Baltimore days as well. This is definitely going to be the entire Colts history. So it comes down to that. So we'll help you guys along the way. So Cody, I think we all are in agreement here, right? When we're starting this list that Peyton Manning has to be the number 1, right?
no question. Yep. Peyton's the reason why I'm a Colts fan today, and many other people are Colts fans as well. So yeah, no, unquestionably he's number 1. It's not even really close in my opinion.
Yep, absolutely. And then, you get into the bread and butter. Grace, thank you very much. What's up, John? How you doing, man? You get into the bread and butter here of the number 2 and the number 3 quarterback position. So there's going to be 3 here. It's ultimately just going to be a matter of whether or not the chat thinks that Andrew Luck deserves to be in that number 2 position over Johnny Unitas, who a lot of people have basically stated that, he is one of the all-time great quarterbacks if you look at it from all-time history. So in your mind, Cody, does Andrew Luck get the number 2 spot, or do you look at the resume of a Johnny Unitas and say Johnny just has him beaten that?
There's no possible way I can call myself a Colts fan and have Andrew Luck at 2. I'm sorry, but that's just insane if somebody were to do that, because Johnny U is a Super Bowl champ, multiple Super Bowl champ. Like, this dude, he was the Colts quarterback. He was a great quarterback for a long time. Obviously, Andrew Luck had a lot of talent, and he had some good seasons as well. But, I mean, Andrew retired early. Let's call it what it is, and he never got the Colts over the hump to the Super Bowl. So, as much as I love Andrew, as much as we love Andrew Luck, it would be crazy to put him over Johnny U. So in my mind, Johnny Unitas is clear number 2 and Andrew Luck is number 3. But, that very much could have changed if Luck would have, not retired. You could have made that argument if he would have got the Colts to a Super Bowl or 2. Maybe then we do have that conversation. But I don't think you can possibly put him at 2 right now. So I'm going to go Johnny U.
Yeah, I mean, I think most people agree that, had Andrew Luck played another 5+ seasons, this might have been a completely different argument. You probably could argue right here and now, Andrew Luck might have been the better quarterback when it came to these two. But then again, like you said, Johnny Unitas had the tenure there, is a bona fide Colt, and he's cemented himself as a top 15 quarterback that's ever played the game. So at the end of the day, you have to go with the legend, and you have to go with the stats that also back it up. And I think based off of what the chat is saying, they also agree. So I think we're going to just go with Johnny U at number 2, and then Andrew Luck at number 3. I'll tell you what, man, if that's the list of all-time great quarterbacks there, I mean, Indianapolis has had some really good ones.
Yeah, the Colts in history, they've had a lot of good luck with quarterbacks. So they've also had their fair share of stinkers. So very glad that they have a couple guys you can look and be like, yeah, I'm proud that they were our quarterback for when they were. So absolutely, this is a great list, a great top 3, great Mount Rushmore, if you will, of Colts quarterbacks.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me get one more poll up here.
All right.
Let me do this. Making sure I can get this up more here. Okay. Asking the community, who is running back number 2, guys? So we are going now to the running backs. Okay.
Yep.
So we have Edgerrin James at number 1. I think that this is an easy answer when it comes to the number 1 spot, because Edgerrin is basically a Hall of Famer. He's a Hall of Famer. He's got some of the best records and showmen of all the Colts running backs that we have ever seen. So it just makes total sense that you would put him at number 1 based off of his pedigree.
Yep, absolutely, no question. Edge is the most accomplished back in Colts history, and he was part of that really dominant run the Colts had from the early 2000s till when I guess he was through 2005, but he was a key part in what they did, and was consistently one of the best backs in football. So unquestionably, he is number 1 for the Colts in their history.
Be sure, guys, also to like the stream, please, and subscribe if you haven't already. Helps boost the channel. Hey, Cody, I know Titan Upload just messaged us on Twitter. If you could check that out for me.
All right, got you.
But yeah, so now the number 2 and number 3 running back. So this is definitely difficult to mention here, Cody, because the Colts have had a long line of great running backs in this organization, all the way back, even further. I mean, even before the franchise even got to Indy, you saw guys like Lenny Moore, who have been one of the more overall best running backs that this franchise has seen. And then you look at other names, Marshall Faulk, Eric Dickerson, right after he was in his prime, and now you're seeing the emergence of Jonathan Taylor, right? I mean, you're seeing the emergence of Jonathan Taylor right before your eyes. And so I'm curious to know your thoughts on, do you think that with what Taylor has done in his first 2 seasons, do you think it is enough to say that he deserves to be running back number 2, given the rest of these other running backs have really only played for like 4 or 5 years when you look at it in all terms?
Well, so here's the thing. I think this is kind of what, this is what's going to get people up in arms, because obviously Eric Dickerson, Marshall Faulk, Hall of Fame players, but we're looking at Colts specifically. We're not looking at their career with other teams, other organizations. We're looking with the Indianapolis or Baltimore Colts. So I think for me, I mean, Jonathan Taylor's he's already broken records. I know he's only been there a couple years, but this dude's doing things that no other running back has done in Colts history already. Now I get it. It maybe is a little bit premature for some people to put him here already. But I certainly think he has to be in that conversation, man. I really do.
So does that mean you're putting him at 2, or do you think that there could be a conversation made for either Dickerson or Faulk?
See, it's hard because those guys are Hall of Famers, and what they did for the Colts, even though it was kind of short-lived and people remember them in other uniforms, I still think I got to put them on here. But I think Jonathan Taylor, a year or two, if he continues to do what he's doing, I think he's clearly on here. But it's hard for me to put a guy that's only been in the league 2 years on here.
Yeah, I understand that completely. I do.
But
And
I get it. I
it's
get
kind of
the
in that it
yeah.
is that situation where you're kind of just like, man, what do we consider here? Well, the chat is obviously saying Jonathan Taylor deserves to be the number 2 running back when it comes to this entire list.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I kind of am on the same boat as you. I would agree that after this year, come ask me if he gets another 1,500 yards and he does the same like 18 to 20 touchdowns like he did, then I would definitely put him inside the top 3 all time already just in 3 seasons. But, when it comes to it all, you just can't I can't put him on here just yet, even though I think the potential has him of being the best Colts running back of all time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the fact
yeah.
that he's only been on the team for 2 freaking years.
Yeah, and like Eric Dickerson played longer with the Colts, as well than Jonathan Taylor's month. I think he played 4 years for Indianapolis. So, I think I would just put him on the list. And Marshall Faulk played 4 years as well. So just for the fact that they were on the team a little bit longer right now, I think that's probably why I'll put him on there. So
you're gonna put Marshall Faulk at number 2,
or
do you want to do Lenny Moore? Because Lenny Moore was on the team for a long, long time.
Yeah, so you're not going to do you're not going to put Eric Dickerson on there?
You can definitely put him on there, whether it be 2 or 3.
Yeah. That's so tough, man.
I think when it comes to overall, what I think is that Dickerson in his first 2 seasons with the Colts had over 1,000 yards in each of those seasons and he was a first team All-Pro his first year in Indy and was a Pro Bowler the next year. Obviously, the numbers fell off. Marshall Faulk was a little more consistent, but Faulk never had quite the numbers and the immediate impact that Dickerson had when he first got to Indianapolis.
Yeah, I can see that. Let's go Dickerson too.
All right, let's put Eric Dickerson here. So now it comes down to Jonathan Taylor, and Marshall Faulk or Lenny Moore.
Let's go Lenny Moore.
Yeah, I think I got to go with you on that because Lenny Moore, he played for 10 plus seasons with Indy and every season had around 1,000 rushing yards and had around 500 receiving yards. So consistently every year he was consistently putting up good numbers. So he was overall a very good running back for Indianapolis. And again, we're talking about totality here, folks. We could talk all day about Jonathan Taylor maybe being the best running back of all time for Indianapolis. Just ultimately, he's just not there yet. We see it one more season of what he just did last year, then I could probably come in and put him on this list.
Yep.
So
for sure.
63 rushing touchdowns, John says, from Lenny Moore in his years. So, kind of hard to beat that, right?
Right. But I kind of look at, and then maybe it's just because, there were less games to be fair. So,
so Colts fans, what do you think for running back 3? It's a tie right now between Dickerson and Faulk for you guys. I want to see what everyone says in the chat when it comes to Marshall and Dickerson. Is it Dickerson or Marshall for you guys at running back number 3? Because obviously you guys thought Jonathan Taylor deserves to be number 2 immediately after this. And I get the argument for putting Jonathan Taylor at 2 already because Jonathan Taylor just had one of the probably the best season at running back that an Indianapolis Colt running back's ever had. Yep. And that's even above Edgerrin James. So, at the end of the day, it's kind of hard to go against that. But let me, I don't know if I should get a poll going or not, or I just haven't seen anyone say anything about either one of the players. I think they had, here's the thing. I think they had Dickerson ahead before. So we're probably just going to go with Eric Dickerson here.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right. Well, a little bit of difference here with the running backs. Cody and I had Edgerrin, Eric, and Lenny. You guys had Edgerrin, Jonathan Taylor, and Eric. So obviously a jump for Jonathan Taylor there. All right, here we go. The wide receivers. So I think obviously Marvin Harrison at number 1, it deserves to be there, right? And then I assume for number 2, we got Wayne, right? I mean,
Reggie, yeah.
Wayne's a future Hall of Famer. I mean, you have to give respect to the one and only Reggie Wayne.
Absolutely.
And then number 3, we going with our boy T.Y. Because he does have the 3rd most receiving yards by a long shot.
Yeah, let's go with T.Y.
T.Y. Hilton. So now we have the issue at hand with discussing this. So let's end this poll. And now I'm going to try to create another one. Wide receiver number 4. Be going with Raymond Berry. And then I don't remember a few of these other names. I'd have to pull it up. I tried to remember who's in there. Most receiving yards, Colts history.
How about Bill Brooks, man?
Yeah, Bill Brooks definitely needs to be in there. Yeah, Raymond Berry's there. Let me pull this back up. And then Bill Brooks. And then do we have another option that's close? Yeah, Jimmy Orr was also there, but I don't know if was Orr even a wide receiver. I don't remember. But let's just do Raymond Berry or Bill Brooks, because I think that those two names come in handy.
Okay. Let me throw a wild card.
I see an Andre Johnson in here.
Yeah. Let me throw out a wild card.
Okay.
People might get upset at this, but how about Pierre Garçon?
I did hear about that. That is an option, but the only problem is if you look at if you expand the statistic, I mean, the problem you have with that argument is Pierre Garçon isn't even in the top 20 all time for receiving yards in Indianapolis Colts history. He's not even in the top 20. So, you know, it's very hard. I wanted to say that because recency bias would tell you so, but I can't sit here and say with all the other greats that have come before him to say that, yeah, can Lenny Moore be on there twice at 2 positions? Yeah, bro, for real. He's number 5 in receiving yards altogether. Like, that's crazy to think about. Let me see here.
Okay.
Raymond Berry is killing that. So let's just put, we're going to put that in there. I'm going to fix this for the chat list. And then Reggie Wayne, T.Y. Hilton, Raymond Berry. Is that where we want to go with number 4 as well? I feel like you should.
Yeah, I think so. And then I think Bill Brooks is 5.
Yeah, I would agree with you on that.
Now 6 is just where it gets interesting. Just throw Philip Dorsett on there. Just make some people mad.
I've seen people say Roger Carr.
Okay.
I've heard that before.
All right.
Okay, let's do this. Receiver number 5 for them. Let's do this. Bill Brooks. I see a Stokely.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no. Stokely played 1 good season.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah, I know, right? Could have been so much.
Like to put him on there.
Yeah, I would love to.
I don't know. That's tough.
It is a very difficult thing to do there. Got most people saying Bill Brooks.
Okay.
Go with that. Let me do this. I'm going to try one more for you guys. Just one more. And then we will let that be the end of it. Wide receiver number 6. So is it going to be Jimmy or Roger Carr?
Hank Basket.
Hank Basket.
Oh, I remember that name, unfortunately.
Crazy thing is, I don't remember like any of these names past freaking Barry.
Yeah.
I know Lenny Moore, and I did know Bill Brooks. I guess I should say that, but you got like 3 tight ends on this list as well.
Someone threw out Sean Dawkins as well.
Yeah, that could be a name. We're at 50% right now. I need somebody to break the tie on that.
So I'm going to go Roger Carr, honestly.
Okay, let's go with it. I don't even
more catches, more yards, and more touchdowns than Sean Dawkins.
Mm-hmm.
And he played longer on the team.
True. And it looks like Roger Carr is taking the leap as well for the chat. So that's what we're going to do.
Perfect.
We're going to go with Roger Carr, and that's going to be the end of it. So there we go. Top 6 wide receivers. I think, we ended up having the same list. Marvin Harrison, Reggie Wayne, T.Y. Hilton, Raymond Berry, Bill Brooks, Roger Carr.
Cool.
All right, let's go to the tight ends. We got 3 tight ends, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on. Actually, no, we did 4. I think I was planning on it being 4.
You did 4. Okay.
So, second. Okay. Well, I think we all can agree it's Dallas Clark at number 1. Somebody said Doyle.
Yeah.
Well, and then if you have to be consistent, I think Marcus Pollard should be number 2.
Well, what about because if we're doing all-time Colts, then oh frick, I'm totally forgetting his name. Gosh dang, John Mackey. We got to do John Mackey, man.
John Mackey.
John Mackey's got to be number 2. Oh yeah.
You think so?
Oh yeah. Let me pull up his stats.
NFL career stats. Yeah, 1963 to 1971 ended up having over 5,000 receiving yards and 38 touchdowns.
He's a Hall of Famer, bro. We got to put him on there.
Yeah, I feel like you got to put him up there over freaking Marcus Pollard.
Yeah. John Mackey's got to be up there. I'm even tempted to put him at 1.
I'm seeing a lot of Mackeys, so
I got to put him at 1, Derek. I can't put him at 2.
You can't put him up. You seriously cannot put him over Dallas?
No way. Dallas is nowhere near a Hall of Famer. John Mackey is a Hall of Famer.
All right. I'm seeing Clarks and I'm seeing Mackeys. Should I do a poll? I feel like I need to do a poll because of this. Yeah. Y'all are gonna make me do a tight end number 1 here. Let's go here.
Yeah, when you said Dallas Clark's clear number 1, I was like, I don't know about that.
To me, he is, but I mean, obviously to other people.
Well, we never saw Mackey live, so
very true.
But yeah, he's considered one of the best tight ends of all time. So I mean, no one's saying that about Dallas Clark. So no offense, but it's not even close to me.
5 votes immediately, and 4 of the 5 are John Mackey. And now it's 10. And it's the same thing. Jesus. All right. I guess y'all are convincing me that John Mackey is the best Colts tight end of all time.
Derek, you know who this is down here? You know who Grace is?
Yeah, I know who Grace is.
Oh, okay. Just wanted to
I totally agree with Cody. Yeah, I'm sure you do. So are we going to just assume Dallas Clark is number 2 then?
Yeah.
I mean, it has to be, right?
Right.
Listen, I got to hype my boy Dallas Clark up, okay? We did donate to that man's charity for the Iron Man thing that he was doing.
Yeah. And then I'll go Marcus Pollard.
Yeah, I would agree.
Now, here's a question for number 4. I honestly might put Jack Doyle.
I'd be down for that. See somebody saying Raymond Chester.
Raymond Chester. Jack Doyle, to me, I mean, he just had more longevity. He wasn't flashy ever, but he was consistent.
3.
I got to put Jack Doyle on that list.
Okay.
But Ken Dilger also is one that I would consider.
Yeah, you don't have to convince me for Jack Doyle. I'll go with him as our number 4. I'm just trying to find out the chat's number 3.
Oh, I see.
Chat, we need your help here. And be sure to like the stream, guys, if you can, please. Helps it get out to more and more people. Please. All right. So we've got 7 votes. And 4 of the 7 say Jack Doyle. No way, y'all. Y'all tripping.
For what? What is it for?
Tight end number 3. Chat
Really?
saying Jack Doyle.
For 3?
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't go against Marcus Pollard, bro.
There's 12 votes and 42% of them are Jack Doyle.
Really?
Yep. Chat might be trolling, but either way, they're all right. Y'all said it.
Okay.
Y'all say Jack Doyle, and then the next closest is between Ken Dilger and Marcus Pollard.
Marcus Pollard, then. It's got to be. Come on, guys.
Don't tell the chat what to do.
Sometimes the chat needs
Don't you know how this works, Cody?
Sometimes the chat needs some prodding, you know?
Marcus Pollard.
Are you like putting these polls on YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
That's cool.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, I see it. Okay.
Yeah.
Jack Doyle.
All right, tight end number 4 for them, Marcus Pollard or Ken Dilger. Chat needs coaching up.
All right, come on, chat.
Chat's always right.
We need one more vote. If nobody does it, I'm going to go on to my other YouTube account and vote for Marcus Pollard. Don't make me do it.
I think it's Marcus Pollard. Yeah, it's at 7 now, 10 now, and it's 70%. Why isn't Ebron on the list, man? Yeah, we're ending it. Marcus Pollard at number 4. Okay, we got it. We don't need to worry about that. All right, so we all had Mackey and Clark for tight ends 1 and 2.
Yeah.
We had you and I had Marcus Pollard at 3 and Jack Doyle at 4. Chat had Jack Doyle at 3 and Pollard at 4. So
interesting.
That's funny. Okay, so let's now go to the tackles. We're gonna now go into the offensive line part of this journey.
Cool.
Offensive lineman, the top 2 tackles of all time.
Easy for me. Well, especially number 1. I mean,
Tariq Glenn, right?
Tariq Glenn, yeah.
Yeah, it definitely needs to be. I mean, there's no question about it.
Yeah,
Tariq
I said
Glenn's
easy, then I thought of another
Ring of Honor guy at one point.
I said easy, but then I thought of somebody else. So
who's
now
that?
It's a little more difficult. I'm debating between Costanzo and Ryan Deem.
Wasn't Dean more of a guard?
No, he's right tackle for years.
Right, but we have a right tackle spot.
Oh, we have a right tackle. Okay,
yeah, we got a right tackle spot.
Sorry, because I thought it was just.
I thought tackle. They were the all-time list was debating between Costanzo and I think it was Chris Hinton.
Oh. Yeah.
Terrence is saying Parker is in the Hall of Fame.
Who is?
Jim Parker. I never even heard of that name before.
Hard to keep up with all these names.
Yeah. Geez, she's all the way back. My goodness.
Okay, yeah, Chris Hinton, man. I forgot about him.
Absolutely. Yeah, he was a guard / tackle.
Did he play more tackle or play more guard?
He played more tackle, but he started his career as a guard.
Got you.
Me personally, I'd be fine with putting him at the left guard spot because he did play that a little bit. Jim Parker, yeah. With quarterback Johnny Unitas. He was a 2-time NFL champion, 9-time first-team All-Pro, second-team All-Pro one time, 8-time Pro Bowler, was the 1950s All-Decade Team, NFL 100th Anniversary All-Time Team. His numbers retired. He's in the Baltimore Ravens Ring of Honor. My gosh. I'm surprised I didn't even see that name before. I guess we got to go with Jim Parker, bro. You're talking about accomplishments.
Let's do it.
All right.
I'm down for that.
So
we got Parker and yeah.
All right, I'll here, let's let me put a poll up here.
That's tough now that you say it.
Left tackle number 2. And apologize, I know I'm going to mess up his name. Don't cancel me.
For who?
For Costanzo.
Yeah, spell it just like he does. Cast Onzo.
There you go. Y'all know who I'm talking about, all right? I don't need babysat over here. So there you go. Polls up, guys. We need left tackle number 2. Well, we got one early vote for Anthony Costanzo. Is that you?
I didn't vote for him.
Okay. Thank you to the 45 people who are in here. Be sure to like the stream, guys, if you can. Helps to get out to more and more people. Couple early votes. Make sure to vote in the poll for who is left tackle number 2 of all time for Indianapolis. Jim Parker takes the lead. Can we get past 10 and then I'll feel happy about...
I'm going to swap these.
I think Jim Parker's where it's at right here. And I think they're going the same thing with you too. So we're going to go Jim Parker for that and then Tariq Glenn.
But also Chris Hinton. Oh, that's tough, man. I don't want to take him off the list.
We can put Hinton at left guard. He did play left guard in the NFL.
Okay. That'll make me feel a little bit better.
All right. So we did that for the poll. We can agree. Jim Parker at number 1, Tariq Glenn at number 2. Now, left guard number 1 all time. I'm going to make the argument. You can all crucify me later if you want to. I don't care. Quentin Nelson deserves to be number 1 on this list.
Not if we're going Chris Hinton. No. Don't agree.
No, I think that Quentin Nelson is the first team All-Pro every year since he's been drafted.
I think Chris
nobody's
Hinton
ever
is the
done
Hall
that
of Famer.
before.
So
I understand that, but when we're talking about accomplishments and things that people have never done before, and on top of how great he is, nobody's ever been better than Quentin Nelson. Chat, help me out here. Chat, help me out. Am I overlooking this? And especially like when we're looking at the left guard position, like Hinton has been a left tackle for the majority of his career. He has played some guard, so he is definitely good. But I think Quentin Nelson deserves to get more recognition for being a pure left guard. And the chat's agreeing with me.
Sometimes the chat doesn't know what it's doing, but all right.
Don't argue with the chat.
I argue with the chat all the time.
Yeah, whatever.
Let's
just put Nelson there and then Chris Hinton at
left guard
for number 2.
Okay.
Easy enough. Hinton deserves to be on the list somewhere. I think everybody
agrees with that.
Everybody agrees with that. Yeah, at least in this right now.
Yep. Cool.
All right. So centers. Number one, I think you and I both agree it's Jeff Saturday. When you look at the accomplishments and what he has done, that's pretty much what it is. But Ron Salt, I think he was a right guard, if I'm not mistaken. I think Ron Salt was a right guard. I thought I looked that up the other day. So yeah, Jeff Saturday at number one. What do you all think for centers? What's the chat thinking for centers? Because I think Jeff Saturday is an easy number one. See somebody say Ray Donaldson? Yeah, put a poll up here.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, Ray Donaldson is number 2 for me. And if you gave me 3, I'd probably go Ryan Kelly because
Right, I would probably agree with you there.
But yeah,
everybody seems to be saying Ray Donaldson in the chat right now.
Ray Donaldson, number 2 for me.
Yeah, I agree with you. Okay, we got a couple votes. Jeff Saturday in the early lead. Yeah, I think Jeff Saturday is going to win it. I think. Yeah, I think everyone's going with Jeff Saturday and Ray Donaldson as well. I think that's where this conversation's headed.
Cool. I like it.
I think we can all agree. All right. Right guard. Here we go. I think this is where he was talking about Ron Salt.
Ron Salt
was a right guard, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Let me look.
I got to look that up. There was Ron Salt. There's somebody that I know I'm forgetting. And I'm mad that I'm forgetting someone.
It's hard to keep track of everybody, man, because right when you think you have a good grasp on
Wasn't it no, you said right tackle was Dietz, right?
Deem. Ryan Deem.
Ryan Deem.
Yes.
What am I thinking of then?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Ryan Deem. Yeah. Could say Randy Dixon. Obviously, Ron Salt's there.
Yep.
Somebody said Pratt. Oh.
That's hard. Yeah, it's hard to find right guards.
Braden White with the $5 super chat. Thank you. You see Darius Leonard being a 90 overall on Madden. Very disrespectful. Hey, absolutely agree, man. Thank you for the $5 super chat, by the way.
Thank you.
Man. Chat, help me out here. Right guards. Help me.
This is a one position. Well, like, okay.
Could say just Ryan Lila just because of
Ryan Lilja or Jake Scott.
Lilja, yeah, just because of being there for 5 years and played in those Super Bowls that everybody remembers.
I remember Jake Scott.
Oh yeah, Jake Scott's name is on this list.
Yeah. Didn't Lilja play more left guard though?
Was Lil Jim more of a left guard? Yeah,
I
it's saying
remember.
that him and Jake Scott teamed up. So
I remember Jake Scott on the right side, and that I remember in 2006 he was the right guard.
we want to go with Jake Scott then.
Yeah, I mean if we're going by pure position, yeah.
Okay, then we'll do that. I think everyone's kind of leaning the same direction. So wholly and regretted losing Jake Scott.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there we go. We got the right guard situation down. We're both in agreement there. Let's go to the right tackles.
Okay.
Ryan Deem, right? Has to be up there.
I think so. He was a really good right tackle for a lot of years.
Yeah, he has to be.
Anybody else come to mind, chat?
There is either Adam Meadows or Braden Smith.
Really? That's how
low the
Wow.
right tackle group has been for this group.
Really?
Yeah, I think you could legitimately put Braden Smith here at number 2.
That's crazy. Wow.
You can make an argument for it.
Yeah. Man. That's I didn't realize that.
Yep.
When you think about positions, I guess you just don't think about, how there's certain positions that you're just really you just really aren't good at. Yeah, let's see what the chat says. That might honestly help my thought process. If there's somebody that I'm missing,
Adam Meadows from 97 to 03 missed only 5 games in 6 seasons, teamed with Tariq Glenn to give Colts one of the NFL's top tackle tandems. So you could say Meadows.
I mean, just longevity wise.
Jeff Hart. I didn't even see Jeff Hart's name on here.
Yeah, he played with Indy for a good chunk of for 7 years. So Smith, as good as he's been, Smith's only been with the Colts for what? I don't even know. 2018. My math's bad right now. 2018, 2019, like 4 years.
2018, yeah.
3-4 years. Yeah. So let's go with him. Let's go with Adam Meadows here.
Adam Meadows? Okay.
Yeah. And then we can go with Braden Smith, I suppose. Oh, wait, no, we already have Ryan Deem. Sorry. Braden Smith's, right there. If he does a couple more really good years at tackle, he could definitely be in that conversation.
I see Kunz, I see Smith, I see Hart, I see a bunch of names. I'm gonna have to go to a freaking poll.
Okay.
Number 2.
Oh yeah, he's a Baltimore guy. But the only thing is, he only played with the Baltimore Colts for 4 years. But yeah.
All right, let's go with the poll.
All right. This is a tricky one.
We'll have the offense completely done.
Okay. If anybody else comes to mind, let us know, chat.
Three votes, and each vote had a different person. That doesn't help me.
Yeah, some of you guys are major history buffs. Unfortunately, I'm not as much, but I certainly love it. Like, I love to just hear names that I've never really heard before or done a ton of research on. This is just a fun, project for the off season, man.
Right. Ooh, it's between Braden Smith and George right now. Come on, y'all. I need somebody to crack this tiebreaker. I think it's going to be Braden Smith.
Is nobody rooting for Meadows?
Only 22%.
Dang, really? That's
Yeah, he's
surprising.
only gotten one vote. It's between Braden and George, bro. All right, next vote. Whoever gets it decides it. One more vote and it'll decide. It's Braden Smith. They're going Braden Smith. They're ending it right there.
Okay.
All right. We are done with the offense. So this is what the offense is currently constructed looking like. So we have Peyton Manning, Johnny Unitas, and Andrew Luck as the quarterbacks. And then Edgerrin James, Eric Dickerson, Lenny Moore. You guys had Edgerrin James, Jonathan Taylor, and Eric Dickerson. Wide receivers, we had the same ones with Marvin Harrison, Reggie Wayne, T.Y. Hilton, Raymond Berry, Bill Brooks, and Roger Carr. Tight ends, we had John Mackey, Dallas Clark, Marcus Pollard, Jack Doyle. You guys just had Doyle and Pollard switched. With the tackles, we had Jim Parker with Tariq Glenn as the backup. And then Quentin Nelson is the number one left guard with Chris Hinton behind. Centers, we had Jeff Saturday and Ray Donaldson as his backup. Right guard, we have Ron Salt with Jake Scott. And right tackle, we had Ryan Diem and Adam Meadows, while you guys had Diem and Braden Smith backing him up. So now we go to the defensive side of things. Number one is Robert Mathis. And I think I can confidently sit here and say, Cody, that Dwight Freeney deserves to be number two.
Easily. Yep. The easiest question you've asked me all day.
Chat, I don't even need to see you to know that you're thinking the exact same thing.
Pretty easy pick here.
Now, ultimately, we need to figure out who the other three are.
Who y'all think? A couple names that come to mind. Yeah, Gino Marchetti. Oh, man, Gino Marchetti. Yes. Put him on the list right now.
Hold on a second. Who are you talking about?
Gino Marchetti, bro. You've never heard of Gino Marchetti?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Baltimore guy. Was a monster.
Oh, yeah, I remember Marchetti's name. Yeah, I remember Marchetti's name. Yeah, I see everybody saying Marchetti, yeah. So we'll go with that.
How about Steve Entman? What are your thoughts on him?
Yeah, I see some people saying that same name. So we'll go with that.
Okay.
I will happily take that.
Yep.
Steve Etman. ETMANN or
hang on, let me find it. EMTMAN, yeah. Entman.
one more. I need one more. Entman. Okay, Entman. Okay. Somebody said Entman was a D tackle.
Okay. Well, what I'm looking at had it listed at the end. So
yeah, what I'm looking at is the same thing. So
maybe he was position flexible.
yeah. There's Donnell Thompson or John Hand.
Yep. What about Raheem Brock?
Who had the third most sacks? Hold on, I want to see this.
Pulling him up.
Most sacks in Colts history. That's not what I want. So yeah, it was Dwayne Beckett when he was linebacker. That was Donnell Thompson. But you could also say Chad Bratzik because he had 3 less sacks, but did it in half the games.
Okay.
Chad had 37 sacks in 79 games.
Wow. Really?
Yeah, so I think you might have to take that just because.
Let's do it.
All right. I think we're going to just do the same for them. I'm seeing relatively the same things.
Okay.
I can't type. Gosh. All right, so there's that for the defensive ends. Oh shoot, I accidentally did it too much. Shoot, hold on. I'm gonna change this. Accidentally put it in the wrong spot. Okay, defensive tackles that we need to focus on next.
Whoa, what happened?
I'm sorry, I'll back it up. There we
Okay.
go. Yep, I
Mathis is
just
that defensive tackle.
backspaced one too many times. Okay.
I'm going to get rid of Mathis. He was at D tackle there.
Yeah. I accidentally did a little too early.
You're fine. All right. Defensive tackle is a little more difficult because I don't really feel like the Colts have had a ton of dominant defensive tackles, you know?
Yeah, that's the difficult part.
I mean, we got to go with the Goose. He's got to be somewhere. Tony Siragusa.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Go ahead, put him in there.
Zach Sam Booger McFarlane. Where should we put him?
Ellis Johnson. There's John Hand.
Mm-hmm. Art Donovan.
I think he's towards the end of the top 10 list. You have to put you have to put John Hand. Had 35 and a half sacks, 539 tackles, and 110 starts. He's one of the most productive guys that's ever come into the system.
Okay.
Donnell Thompson had 40 sacks and 143 starts.
Okay.
Oh, are you typing this or no?
Oh, no, I wasn't.
Okay, I thought you had it in there, and that's why I was like, huh.
Oh, no, sorry. I thought you were doing it. I thought you were just doing them all.
Okay, so John Hand, and there was Donnell Thompson. Number 3, I'd probably go Ellis Johnson.
Okay.
He played in 104 games, had 33 sacks, 4 forced fumbles, 3 fumble recoveries, and 270 tackles. So he was very productive.
Okay.
Number 4, here's one for you, DeForest Buckner.
I thought about, like, is he worthy yet, you know, of being on this Colts all time? Because he's only been with the team 2 years. Ooh,
I don't know, man. He, he's been named to a first team All Pro, and he was a Pro Bowler. You know, I mean, he's already got 9.5 sacks, 26 quarterback hits, and 58 tackles.
What about Siragusa?
Yeah, Tony Siragusa. Yeah. I totally agree with you on that.
7 years with Indy, so let's put him at 4.
We just put DeForest Buckner at 5.
Sure. This is tough, man. We got to put the Goose. Donovan.
Man, I don't even know like what the heck to do with any of these names here because y'all are all over the place. I don't know what to do with your top 5 guys.
Where are we? Have you put a poll out?
No, I haven't put a poll up.
Okay. Maybe we should just do that.
I don't want to do 5 polls.
Where's Donovan at? He's a Hall of Fame guy, man.
I don't know. I don't know who you're talking about. I'll be honest with you.
Art Donovan?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a Hall of Famer, bro. We got to put him there. Just switch
What's
them all
his first
down.
name again?
Art Donovan? No, he's got to be number 1, man.
Okay.
Just move them all down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, chat.
Thank you, chat. This is why we like you guys sometimes.
That's cool. All right.
I think we'll just. Do we want to just go the same 5 for the chat? The chat's not really helping me.
No, it's not. People have
Y'all are not helping me at all. Let's just go the same with the chat. Let's just go with the same. They'll be the same. I want to get moving with this. I want it because we still got a bunch more things that we need to this is kind of how it is. Okay, so let's go to the linebackers here. Okay. Now, before anyone gets any funny ideas on who the best linebackers in Colts history is, Darius Leonard has almost more turnovers in 4 seasons than any other Colts player has, like, of all time. Okay. So Darius Leonard, I think, deserves to be number 1 on this list just due to the fact that we've already seen his 4-year production and what he has done. I think it's a good thing that we put him at number 1.
Okay.
Now this one gets interesting because you can mix and match these a little bit.
What about Mike Curtis?
What'd you say?
Mike Curtis?
Yeah, how many seasons did he freaking play?
He played from 75, or he played from 66 all the way to 75. So he played a good chunk.
Yeah, for the Baltimore Colts, played 14 seasons. He was a 4-time Pro Bowler.
Yep. Mike Curtis.
Let's see. The Colts, his team captain in that 19 in
We'll be back in 1
1970, he
second.
had 5 interceptions, and that same season made a key pickoff, set up a game. I don't know. All right. Yeah, I think that's a decent one to put there, guys. Yeah, I think we can do Mike Curtis. Mike Curtis will work. Okay, Mike Curtis there. Somebody saying Ted Hendricks.
Who are we at now?
Number 3.
Oh, okay.
Some people are saying Cato June. Some people are saying Dwayne Bickett. Some are saying Ted Hendricks.
Ted Hendricks.
The only reason I don't put Gary Brackett in the top 3 guys is just due to the fact that Brackett's numbers have just never been like the greatest numbers. You know what I mean? Like, I think Dwayne Bickett, you can make that argument for.
I like Dwayne Bickett. Yeah. Yeah. I was going to say he's probably top 3 for sure.
Played 9 seasons, and in 8 of those 9 seasons had over 100 combined tackles in each of those. And he averaged about 6.5 sacks a season too.
But is he? I would say Hendricks first.
Okay.
Before him, because Hendricks is a Hall of Famer,
Mm-hmm.
and he played 15 seasons with, right, not with the Colts, but he's played 15 seasons overall. So he's definitely has that longevity in his favor.
I agree.
So,
and then Bickett right after that one. Then number 5. Do you want to put Cato June? I mean, Cato June was a turnover machine.
He was. It's hard to put Cato June there, though.
There's
good as he was.
Gary
It's kind
Brackett,
of a crapshoot.
There's
I mean, okay.
Jeff Harrod.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Cato only played like 3 seasons. Then there's Don Shinnick.
Okay. What does the chat think? Because this one, I could go a couple different directions here.
They've only said the same ones we've said. So,
chat, give us a few other names. No, not Quentin Coriat. No. I'm trying to see all the ones they give us here.
Bill Pellington.
Oh my goodness. I'm looking at some of them that they're giving. That's crazy. Some of these names I haven't heard in a long time. Chat, does chat have given anything? Mike Peterson. Rob Morris. I remember Rob Morris.
I saw the Barry Cross thing.
I'm going to go Jeff Herod.
Jeff Herod.
Or Herod, however you say it.
Herod.
Yeah, just the longevity as well.
I think that's a good one, to be honest with you.
Crazy that we're not having a interesting name.
I'll go with you on that as well. No clue, Truett. No clue. Whatever. We're gonna ignore him. Okay. Well, I think we'll go to stay in that argument with everyone else. I think that's probably about the same here. Let's go to the cornerbacks, because honestly, this one's gonna be really difficult to even do. And I think you and I both agreed on who should be number 1, because it's really odd.
It is very odd.
Chat, we're definitely going to need your help with this one, because the cornerback room in and of itself for the Colts has been like really bad over the years. So we definitely could use your help on names.
Ray Buchanan.
Yeah, that's a name.
Yeah, that's definitely an option.
Chris Good.
Eugene Daniel. Of course,
Marlon Jackson, just for the sake of what he stands for nationally.
Vontae Davis.
Yeah, I think Vontae Davis, we definitely could we could say that for him being number 1. Doss was a safety, Truett, so
yeah, he was a safety.
We'll put him in later.
Because he got replaced by Buffet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I thought it was the other way around.
No. Doss was there before Buffet. Buffet's rookie year was the Super Bowl year. And then, I think they let Doss go, and then Buffet was your starter, if memory serves correct.
All right, well, let's go with Eugene Daniel. And then we can go with Chris Good as well.
Said Eugene Daniel. Where's his name? Ray
There's
Buchanan.
Bobby Boyd.
Where's Ray Buchanan?
Well, looks like he only played like 3 seasons.
4. But he did play. He did play a little bit of free safety too, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He,
I mean, I think clearly those 3, Eugene, Ray, and Vontae, are the top 3. It's just like, what order do you want to put them in?
mhm.
That's just my opinion.
I don't know if you can put Ray Buchanan in the top of these lists though, because he only played like 3 seasons with us.
Okay. Man, it's just funny to look back on some of these ones that they're. All right, we'll go Chris Goody, however you pronounce it. I never watched him play, but he played before I was born.
Kelvin Hayden. Kelvin Hayden was part of the Super Bowl team, had 239 tackles and 9 interceptions. 3 of them returned for touchdowns for the Colts when he played. So I think that's enough of an argument to put him at number 4.
Bobby Boyd as well. He needs to be considered 3-time All-Pro.
Why did I not see that name?
Bobby Boyd?
Oh, there it
he
is.
Played from 60.
Yeah, Bobby
he
Boyd
played 8 years.
Yeah, I mean, he played a lot of seasons.
He played 8 years for Baltimore.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I will agree with you on that. I think the chat Kenny should be maybe 4 or 5.
I know.
At some point soon, maybe.
Yeah.
All right, we'll just say that they're the same thing with the chat there on that one.
Okay.
Safety group will be interesting though.
It will be interesting. So, from what you tell me, we're not doing a specific like position.
Yeah, we're not doing specific like each position group for the safety. We're talking just strictly safeties.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to put him in timeout for a little while because he is blowing up the chat and he needs to stop.
It's funny.
I didn't block him. I just put him in timeout so he can't comment for a while.
That's funny.
So safeties, guys, obviously, the top 2 safeties all time for the Colts are Bob Sanders and Antoine Bethea, the tandem that terrorized offenses for several years.
Yep. But beyond that, what do you guys think?
Mike Doss?
Mike Doss? Yeah, no kidding. Rick Volk, Bruce Laird.
Mike Adams?
That was a short run, though.
Yeah, it's true. He has 2 seasons. He had 5 interceptions, 17 total passes defended, and 162 tackles.
Yeah.
Jason Belser, 1992, would start in 126 games with 13 interceptions, 9 sacks, and 785 tackles.
Okay.
Wow.
Do you think him maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Indy Star actually has Kari Willis as the number 7.
That's crazy.
And then has Julian Blackman at 8.
That shows you how little they have, I guess, if they're already up there.
So Mike Doss, 42 starts, had 7 interceptions, 18 passes defended, 6 forced fumbles, and 268 tackles from 03 to 06.
Okay.
I think we can maybe think of that being there.
We're throwing out Mike Doss.
They keep saying Rick Volk. I'm going to have to look that name up.
Okay.
And I need to see Bruce Laird as well, because that name keeps coming up too.
Yeah, he was a 9-year guy with Baltimore. He was a big part of. We got to do Volk, man. He was a 4-time All-Pro.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right,
Thanks
then
for
we
that.
can put Rick Volk at
I might put him at 2, honestly. None of these other players. Bob Sanders is the only one that I might argue is better, just because he was the defensive player of the year, and the injuries obviously shortened his career. But I think I'm going strictly off of the player, not necessarily the accomplishments, although accomplishments are obviously huge. I'll go Rick Volk for 2, if we can switch that.
I'll agree with you on that.
Okay. As far as Bruce Laird goes,
it just doesn't tell me any stats for him.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like
yeah, he wasn't much of a defensive guy when he played, though. He was more of a return guy.
He played a lot with yeah, you're right. I'm curious why Laird is on here, honestly. Just want to hear I actually don't know. Like, just tell me. Rick Volk, number 2.
Yeah, he has they don't even say, defense. Hold on a second.
What are you looking
at? 164 games.
Like, maybe it was more of a longevity thing.
Yeah, and they might not have even kept tackle numbers back then, but I mean, just looking at his Baltimore numbers, 2, 5, 8, 11, 16, 19 interceptions and 19 forced fumbles.
Okay.
In 9 years. So I guess we can all agree here that I guess he did play a good chunk for the defense. I guess they must just not have kept tackle numbers back then.
I guess not. And then for
want
5,
to put Mike Doss at this.
Yeah, let's do Mike Doss.
Okay.
There's really nobody else that stands out to me.
Right. Yeah, I agree. I think everybody has most of the same things as us. It's just depending on where they put them.
Yeah.
All right, so we're down to the last 3 positions. Last 3, and then we're gonna end it there. So the number 1 kicker.
Come on, bro.
I'm ready to see the trolls come out, but I think we all know.
Don't talk about that idiot kicker. Don't talk about it.
Some people say it's him, though.
Nah, man. No, I can't with my. Oh no, I can't even speak about him. I can't.
Yep, AV for the chat.
Come on, man. Come on. They were together. They were teammates. My 2 picks.
No. Now listen, okay? Now listen. We have an argument here.
Don't say Rigo. Just don't.
Okay, listen. We have an argument for why Rigoberto Sanchez could be here. Okay?
No.
I think that even Pat McAfee would tell you, from a punter standpoint, Rigoberto is actually better than him. Now, what McAfee does for you elsewhere, I think, is what's important here. And I think that's why McAfee gets the edge.
McAfee, no doubt. It's not even close to me.
All right.
McAfee was by far the best player at his position for years. I don't even see it as a discussion, honestly.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
Okay, so
and then long snapper. Can we just say Luke Rhodes and just be happy with it?
Hey, we got a couple to choose from. We got Luke Rhodes. We got Matt Overton. We have Justin Snow.
Oh yeah, Matt Overton, bro.
Justin
I miss
Snow.
That guy.
Yeah. Who do you guys think for long snapper?
He was never an all-pro. What he did though.
What does it take to be an? I don't even know what that means for a long.
Means snapper. You don't mess up any snaps. Everything is perfect.
Well, I never really saw that either from Overton. So Justin Snow. Okay, you know what? I'm going to go Justin Snow because he was a part of the really, really good special teams for the Colts, when they were dominant. So, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Justin Snow for me. The
All
GOAT.
right. I'll go with you on that. I'll let you have that.
Okay.
See a few different names there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's recap this, guys, and then we will leave it with that. So, the greatest Colts roster ever assembled, the 53-man roster. We have Peyton Manning as the starter with Johnny Unitas and Andrew Luck backing him up. Edgerrin James is the starting running back with Eric Dickerson and Lenny Moore right behind him. Again, you can make the argument for Jonathan Taylor in a year or two after he gets some more stats like what we've seen. The starting receivers be Marvin Harrison, Reggie Wayne, and T.Y. Hilton, with Raymond Berry, Bill Brooks, and Roger Carr finishing it off. Starting tackle would be John Mackey, with Dallas Clark, Marcus Pollard, and Jack Doyle being the bench guys. Starting left tackle be Jim Parker, followed by Tariq Glenn. Starting left guard is the all-pro Quentin Nelson, with Chris Hinton right behind him. Starting center would be Jeff Saturday, with Ray Donaldson as the backup. Right guard, the starter would be Ron Salt, with Jake Scott as the backup. And right tackle be Ryan Diem, with Adam Matthews as the backup. The starting defensive ends would end up being, I don't even remember what we had for number 5 on this. I think I accidentally, it's Chad Bratsky. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we got Bratsky.
I think I accidentally deleted it from before. But the starting defensive ends would be Robert Mathis and Dwight Freeney, the tandem that we've always known, with Gino Marchetti, Steve Ettman, and Chad Bratsky as the backups. Defensive tackle, Art Donovan, Hall of Famer, John Hand, Donnell Thompson, Ellis Johnson, and Tony Siragusa. So there's that. Linebackers would be Darius Leonard as the weak side linebacker, Mike Curtis as the will linebacker, Ted Hendricks, Dwayne Beckett, and Jeff Harrod as the backups. Cornerbacks, you have Vontae Davis as the starting cornerback, with Eugene Daniel as well, Chris Good, Kelvin Hayden, and Bobby Boyd. Very interesting list there, I will say that. Bob Sanders is the main safety, with Rick Volk as well. Antoine Bethea is the backup, as well as Bruce Laird and Mike Doss. And then for your special teams, you have Adam Vinatieri, the GOAT, as your kicker, Pat McAfee as your punter, and Justin Snow as your long snapper. So that's going to do it for this one, guys. What did you think, Cody, of this list?
Good. I think I very much got exposed for my lack of Baltimore Colts knowledge, so I do apologize.
I think you and I both did.
So thank you guys for your grace in that. This is something we just wanted to try out. Sounded like fun. But yeah. Obviously we got some catching up to do with some Baltimore Colts history. But we can definitely appreciate some of those guys, man. And that just goes to show you how many great Baltimore Colts players there were, back in the day, that, even though Indianapolis had one of the most dominant, decades, there's still a lot of Baltimore guys on there. So yeah, I thought it's a very interesting way to kind of look back at the history of the Colts, all the way from Baltimore to Indianapolis, and just kind of see all the different players that have worn the horseshoe. But I think it's a great topic, just being able to, I don't know, just kind of do something a little different. This is a little bit of a different episode. We always are talking about the current team and everything around them, but hey, we can look back a little bit and appreciate the past. So yeah, I loved it.
Absolutely, man. It was a really fun time doing that. Let us know your thoughts, guys, in the comments. Be sure to like the stream, be sure to comment, and be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you all again so much for the continued support. And as always, guys, go Colts.